The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
Rodriguez, tackled for a loss by Darius Spruill. Rivera. Abado, tackled for a loss. Fumble on the play.
Ready for the snap. Punt on the way. Levante Smith ranges back. Is going to return this one at the 40. Goes right up the middle to the 50. Now 45-40. Big block. 30. Now to the 20. Cuts inside. 15, 10, 5. Into the end zone. Levante Smith. 55-yard punt return. Put him on the board.
Oh, yeah. You see that peel back block. He set him up good, too. He was waiting for him. And you kept waiting for it to unfold. And then he hit the B button and exploded down the sideline. He's been waiting for an opportunity for the last couple of weeks. He hadn't been able to return any because they've been kicking it high and kicking it away from him. He shows you why they kick it away from him now.
3 receivers and a tight end off the left side of the formation. Rivera stripped in the backfield on top of it. North Carolina Central, and the Eagles take over.
Billerman's pass complete. Kevin Thompson, the ball carrier. He takes it across the goal line for another Eagle touchdown.
Ball at the 17-yard line. Eagles inside the Krispy Kreme red zone. Bilgerman looking to the end zone. Throws it over the middle. Caught by David Miller. Gets to the goal line. Reaches and gets in. Quentin Bilgerman gets his passing touchdown on his senior day. And David Miller gets in for his second score of the year.
That's a very nice job that time by Billerman, leading him up the field on the dig route. And he did a great job of finishing. And he got low like he needed to cross the goal line.
It feels really good. You know, that's 5 in a row right now. We keep our championship season alive, hopefully. Also, we finish the season, you know, no matter what happens these next 2 games, we secured a winning season with our 6th win today. So I'm very proud of these guys and their commitment. Happy for these seniors in their last home game at O'Kelly Riddick. So we just got to keep pushing forward, and hopefully we can take Howard on.
Speaking of those seniors that you wanted to get a good win, Kevin Thompson had 2 touchdowns. Was that designed to get him some scores there?
It really was. Kevin has done a great job all year of being a leader for their position. Also, he's done a good job of practicing when the injuries. He overcame a lot of injuries throughout his career, a lot of minor setbacks. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, he couldn't break the starting rotation this year. But, you know, I just thought it was fit on senior day to make sure that young man went out in front of his friends and family. We got a chance to give him the ball, and I'm happy for him.
Okay. in the first drive, Darius had 2 sacks. How much did that set a tone for the rest of the game?
He set an extremely good tone. We talked about starting fast as an offense, defense, and special teams. I think the first series, the defense went out and they generated 2 sacks in that first series, and they dominated the line of scrimmage. And that's what it was going to take. We knew coming into the game we was going to have to start fast in order to make sure that this team didn't have any hope going forward. And I thought we did a good job of trying to solidify the tempo in the beginning.
And before the game, you said that Coach Kenny Carter was a special teams guru. Today, it seemed like a lot of the special teams plays broke in your favor. How did that kind of play out?
Just a commitment. Coach Mendenhall does a great job of studying the special teams all week, and he matched wits for wits, and he came out on the upper end today. We had some good punt returns, some good kickoff returns. Coach Carter tried to take a punt there at the end, and he was doing some things on kickoff team that were a little bit different. But overall, defense, special teams were sound, and they did a good job of executing.
And Levante Smith broke out for the punt return touchdown. How big was that today?
That was huge. Levantis has been good. We knew all year he had the ability to do that. So I was happy to see him, smell the end zone, like we like to say. He read his blocks. Our punt return, our SWAT team did a good job of staying on their blocks and making sure they fit the right man up. And I was happy to see there was no flags on that play. So we knew we was going to need an explosive play like that from special teams, and he gave it to us.
Do you feel like you guys are really rolling and playing the best football of your season at this point in the season?
We're gelling a little bit in all phases of the game. We stumbled a little bit on offense today sometimes, and I told those guys, we beat ourselves a lot. We can be as good as we want to be when we make our mind up that we're going to do that. And I thought what you saw tonight is, after halftime, we talked about playing with some energy, playing with some more emotion, and they went out there in the second half and they did that.
Okay, when you also mentioned the offense, Quinn Billerman came in and played most of the fourth quarter. Was that also designed to get him some snaps on his senior day?
It was. We felt like, we've always said we've had a situation at quarterback position where we felt good about Malcolm and Quinn both playing. We got in the fourth quarter. We had a couple of touchdown lead. So we knew, if anything, Quinn was going to come in the game and he was going to continue to give us success. We don't feel like we lose a whole lot when Quinn comes in the game and manages the offense. And I was happy to see him as well in his last senior day get in the game and throw a touchdown pass.
It felt pretty good going out there today and being victorious. We knew that it was going to be a special game today because of the seniors. We wanted to go out there and show how hard work paid off, and we did a great job today.
You mentioned hard work paying off. You finally got a punt return for a touchdown. How did that feel?
That feels great because I knew once we got the opportunity, once I had time to catch the ball and scan the field, I knew that we could make something happen with the guys that we had blocking for me, and they did a great job, and we capitalized on that well.
Yeah, what kind of opened up for you in the field? Can you kind of walk us through that play?
Yeah, it's like soon as I caught it, I seen open field. It was one man in front of me, and I knew once I got past him, I would have nothing but green grass, and I did. And later on down the field, we had a good key block. I forgot who made it, but that who put me in the end zone right there.
Okay, and it seemed like special teams came up huge for you guys today. How did you kind of see that?
Special teams, we practice real hard on that unit, and every week something happens big in the special teams unit, and every week we just come out, we play, we treat special teams like it's offense and defense, it's a unit as well, and we capitalize on that also every weekend.
You feel like you guys are playing your best special teams ball of the season right now?
Yeah, I do. I feel like we're one of the best teams in the nation when it comes to special teams.
I know that Mike Jones has been injured, but has he been able to give you any pointers during practice and just going forward with your punt return duties?
Oh, yeah, he's a good leader. When he's off the field, things that I don't see after I come to the field, he tells me what he thinks, and I take in that because I know that he was a great punt returner when he was here, and when he get back, he still will be.
This was the final game at home. How was it coming out here, and how was the Eagle fan, the experience, and the atmosphere this year?
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. It was real good. Fans, we know who our loyal fans is, and every week we come in, we got those older people out there cheering for us, and it's just special. And, with the day being senior day, like I said, that was an important game for us. We wanted to go out with a bang for the seniors.
All right, now Howard comes up next. How do you feel going up to D.C.?
We got to treat them like we treat everyone else. We're going to go in, work hard this week of practice, and the outcome, we're hoping that we be victorious.
I just want to start off by thanking God and thanking the coaches and my teammates for going out there and putting together this win for our seniors.
How special is it for you? You haven't really been able to crack the starting rotation and running backs or anything, but you got those 2 touchdowns today on senior day. How special is that?
It's very special, not only for me, but just for my parents because they were able to make it here today. A wise man once told me, is it about you, is it about the team? And the team's going to win 99% of the time. And, that's just been my mindset this whole season. I got hurt last year, and I had to go through some adversity. And, the team was able to win me a championship last year. So, I never once thought about me or my playing time or anything like that. It was just all about us winning, and that's what we've been able to do. So that's the ultimate goal. And, today I'm just glad that I was able to contribute to the win.
Did you know going into this game that they were going to try to put you in some of those goal line situations and get you in the end zone?
No, I had no clue. But, my game preparation throughout the week and before the game is the same, because I get ready as if, I'm going in to play because you never know what can happen. So, but it was a total surprise to me. And, I'm sure it was for my family. It's just an amazing day for me.
What was your reaction when they called your number? They're like, hey, get out on the field. And you're like, wait a minute, we're in the red zone. Like, we're about to score and you want me in?
Yeah, well, I always have my helmet on. I'm by my coach. So, when they said, Kevin, go in, I was ready. So I just ran in and I was like, all right, this is the moment I've been waiting for. Let's take advantage of it. And the first touchdown, it took me 3 tries, but, I stuck with it and I believed the O-line was going to get some push, and they did, and I was able to score a touchdown.
Have you been able to talk to your parents or anything after the game yet?
No, I haven't. I was able to shake my mom's hand and just to be able to see that look in her eye because she hasn't been down here since, my last surgery last year. So just to be able to see her in the stands was a blessing for me.
Okay, what injuries did you have last year?
Last year I got hurt in practice in which I tore my ACL and my meniscus.
Wow, and so when did you have surgery on that?
October 17th.
Were out the whole rest of the season. When were you able to start practicing again?
I was able to start practicing during spring, but not without any equipment. I didn't come back until this fall camp.
Okay, so how special is it? This is your last year, and you were able, to go out with a bang. What does that mean? Just looking back at your whole career.
Well, it means a lot to me, especially this day. Like you say, for me to score 2 touchdowns in my last home game, and I haven't scored a touchdown since my sophomore year. It means a lot, but. The ultimate goal is still at hand, and that's to win the championship. After the day, our eyes are set on Howard and A&T, and it's one game at a time. But that's the ultimate goal, and that's to win a championship. And that's all that matters to me. The team went out last year, and they was able to put together a championship. And I feel like I owe those guys, with me being back, in the lineup and on the team, that I had to give it my all so that we could repeat as champions.
Yeah, you're from D.C., right?
Yes.
Are your parents going to be able to see you play at Howard next week?
Yes, I have a bunch load of family that's going to be there next week, so I'm looking forward to that.
You said it feels like you've had like a homecoming game, senior game, now you'll have another homecoming game, kind of.
Yeah, it's crazy, how God had things playing out, and, my favorite number is 7, and, today's the 7th, and next week will be the 14th, and that's my number. So, I just feel like everything is happening for a reason,
As you wrap up your home playing career, what's been your favorite moment so far you've been here at North Carolina Central?
Well, I have to say today is one of my favorite moments. But I have to say last year at A&T, I was standing on a chair the whole game. Not one time did I sit down, and I had a brace and crutches. And, the guys went out there and they beat our rival, and we won a championship. So that was my most memorable moment here at North Carolina Central and O'Kelly Riddick Stadium.
It's a good win, senior day. I'm happy. Shoot, that's all I got to say.
Can you believe that it's your senior day? Does it kind of feel surreal a little bit?
It really hasn't hit me yet. I remember my freshman year, and the seniors were talking to us about it's going to come fast. And I'm in their shoes now. But it still hasn't hit me, but I'm here, and I got 2 more games left.
Yeah, you're here, and you had that big interception in the game. How huge was that for you?
It was really huge. To make a play on senior day, every time you make a play it's a great feeling. But on senior day, I know I wanted to make a play or more. And to make that pick and to know what he was running, it really felt good to make a play today.
Darius had those 2 big sacks in the first drive. How much did that set a tone for the rest of the afternoon?
Set a big tone. We rely a lot on our D-line. And for him or anybody else to make any plays in the backfield, we know that they're doing their job and we're doing our job in the back end.
Senior day here, how do you feel as you look back over your playing career here at O'Kelly Riddick Stadium?
It feels good. I feel like I came to do what I had to do. That time is coming to a close now, and I'm going to finish out strong.
I just feel like we got after it. We needed this win to secure the ring, get a ring for the conference. Coach preached it all week, and we got after it.
You really got after it on the first drive. You had 2 sacks in the first couple of plays. How big was that?
It just felt good. I worked hard this week. Coach just kept preaching to get after the quarterback, and I just felt like I did so.
Do you feel that really set a tone for the rest of the afternoon?
I mean, yeah, I did. I mean, I kept talking to my teammates and just kept telling them to get after it, and that's what we did.
Okay, and you guys had a shutout in the second half. How big is that for the defense?
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, we just keep preaching it. Like I keep saying, that's all we want to do. That's a goal.
Okay. For you personally, you're a redshirt junior, right? So you're not quite doing senior day stuff yet, but what's it like to see, that this is where you're going to be next year?
I mean, it's a good feeling. I played today for my seniors. I mean, I grew up with them. They taught me all the ropes, so I just laid it all on the line for them today.
All right, well, how do you feel as you come to the end of the home season for this year? What's it been like here in front of the crowd at Okelly-Reddick?
I mean, it feels great. I love our crowd. They make a lot of noise for us, and they really support us.
So a couple games left, you go on the road to Howard next week. How do you feel going forward?
I feel good about it. I mean, I feel like we're the better team. We're going to get after them.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.